bricks to put on top?
Well, that's an occurring thought now.
So how did it die?
They came in and were robbing it out and drowned.
Oh.
And so that's why, in my opinion, my populations are low.
Well, they may got their comeuppance.
Wow.
What's your experience with putting like straw or something on top of that just to give them something to sit on?
You can, but in theory, you're not supposed to have your lids cocked.
Right. Well, that's the first one.
If you see these laying around, I had these. I keep these in the corners of my lids.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
In order to create ventilation.
Yeah.
Well, when I first started feeding, which was the beginning or end of last week, I go out to my hives at home and I just lift the lid and check and see how they're doing. And I lifted one and it looked just like that. There was a million dead bees, and so how the hell are they getting in here? And I pull it up and I've got those. These are only 1/8 of an inch. It's supposed to be 3/8 of an inch for bee space. But apparently they could get in through that.
Yeah.
So I popped those out, filled the feeder back up, put the lid back on without those spacers. Haven't had the problem since.
They probably poo-beared.
Huh?
They poo-beared. They got in when they were skinny and filled their bellies and couldn't get out.
Well, they get in the liquid and then they drown.
They're like rats.
They're really crappy swimmers.
They can get into a space a lot skinnier than you think. A little deterrent. Okay.
This hive's never been very strong all summer.
Well, we're going to find out where they're at. Now remember, we're dealing with one box, so we should see some honey, we should see some pollen, and we should see some bees. We got bees right here and there, and they're tapering off. I can see daylight through these, so I'm guessing that there's some brood, if we got brood right there. A little bit of pollen, not much, just a teeny bit.
I literally haven't been in this one in about a month.
Okay. Well, looks like you got some action, so there's stores right there. Okay. We're just going to leave these combs, we're just going to pull one out and just go through these combs nice and tight to prevent a lot of robbing going on. Brood. There she is right there.
Oh, there.
No, she's marked. Put your finger out. Yeah. Everybody see her?
Oh, yeah.
Blue marked queen.
No, I didn't.
It's one of Steve's.
Oh, look at her. Oh.
Okay. So anyway, there's that side. So she's doing what she's supposed to be doing. So there's a frame of brood.
90% of the time when I inspect, especially if I see the queen, at this point I stop.
Yep.
Because I've seen eggs.
So now what we're doing, we're doing an
If I've seen the queen,
assessment.
great, then I stop. I'm not turning my hives up any
Okay.
further than I need to.
Okay, she's got eggs laid in this, so she's growing. There's eggs in here, eggs and larvae. See all the larvae in those open holes?
Yep.
She is not done. She's not having them backfill. She's still laying eggs. So there's 1, 2. Here's probably a third frame. At least half of it should have brood on it on the inside, and boy, it does.
Yeah.
She ain't done, Paul. Look. The other side.
Yeah.
Finally got
And there's one with a little bit of brood, so there's at least,
this is Steve's queen.
yeah, 3 frames of brood here. Okay.
We put her in here the 6th of July, I believe.
Okay. Do you want to take a sample?
No.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
You're gonna treat. Okay. She is from my black queen that has had no mite treatments ever.
Cool.
Oh, really?
Huh.
Yeah. That's why I said, do you
The
want to treat
feral one,
a
right?
test? Yeah, the feral colony. Debbie's black queen, as I call her, my wife.
Isn't that cool to see one of your queens in a hive doing what they're supposed to do?
Yeah, the deal is that once you've raised queens and placed them and had them fail and do all that kind of stuff, I don't care what you pay for a queen and how glorious you think it is, it's subject to the same stuff no matter where it goes.
Yeah.
You know, this colony might have been overwhelmed and had problems establishing. You know, they may have rejected her. I mean, I've given fall queens and they killed them. You know, just
This hive.
yeah. You know, and you know, it's there's part of it's the bees, part of it's the beekeeper, and like he'll never forget going out there with that last frame and looking at it and seeing eggs and going, oh, you know, all of a sudden the dots connect in your head. There's a queen in there.
Yeah.
Did I just dump her in the grass?
Literally 100 yards out. In the
Yeah,
field.
yeah. You know, and I've thought the queen was
You learned
gone.
that
I have
lesson.
done that.
Picked up.
And
I don't know why I looked. At
I've gone in the next day, and she's in the hive. How she got in there, I don't know, because she was like a truck with a trailer. Her abdomen was so big. So anyway,
Huh.
so yeah, you got to go and venture here. It's little, but it's queen right. It's plenty of brood. It has as much brood as the big colonies do. So just keep feeding her protein and keep feeding her nectar, okay, syrup, and then find whatever you can find, okay, in the way of a box and drawn frames. And you know, as long as she's cranking out brood, they will fill in those frames, okay. Oh, I think they know where it is.
Man, he's everywhere. Doesn't mean that much.
Oh yeah, yeah. We've kind of
We gotta